Have you come to reclaim the monster's black heart? You'll have to get through us first. Get back to the pit you crawl from, demon!
Lord Mobius, I see Tyrell has returned your staff. It served its purpose well, but a new creature assaults us now. It wields a fiery blade unlike any I've seen.
A curious thing, is it not? It slinks between worlds, neither living nor truly dead. A remnant of some cursed fate, best left unspoken.
It fights with purpose.
It is driven by vengeance, Raziel. That creature was once a vampire, bound by the ancient hatred against the very order you serve.
We first encountered it near the cliffs. We gave chase, keeping our distance. And at the end of its path, we found Janos Audron.
How fitting. The creature that now hunts you led you on your most sacred kill. Fate delights in such cruel symmetry.
Perhaps fate has miscalculated. I do not fall so easily.
Your courage serves you well, but steel yourself. Your brothers lie slain, and the storm draws near. Now, give me my prize.
I cut it from the winged devil's chest myself.
You have done well, Raziel. I am pleased.
So, Vampire, here we are. You've destroyed my brethren, and now you've come for me. But you'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am. No, Vampire, this is where it ends. But you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos. No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a great shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Audron turned out to be no challenge at all. Thanks to you. Did you hear his cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass? Your time's up, Butcher. Justice has come. I renounce you.
And he's holding the Soul Reaver. Interesting. Which is something Raziel cannot do.
Ever vigilant, Raven. Your gaze never strays far. It's done. Raziel is gone. And the Heart of Darkness, lost to time.
Perhaps now you can unshackle yourself from this folly, and return to the path we began together.
Not while there's still a whisper of hope. You said Kain might hold the key, that his knowledge could guide me. Then that is where I go next. Where have you cast me now, Kai? Does Kain exist in this sliver of history?
I did not guide you to this place, child. You were drawn here by threads beyond my reach. But the path is not unfamiliar. You have been here before. This is a Nosgoth cleansed of vampires. The Sarafan are no more. Your brother is long dead. The humans hold dominion now. And Kain endures, a god among mortals.
Tell me where he broods.
To the west, seek the pillars.
Something here feels different, Kai.
You are perceptive as ever. Yes, child, you are unbound.
Unbound?
Mobius is dead, and with his death, the curse that yoked your soul to his will has unraveled.
Mobius is dead? Then I am free?
Yes, free.
How? How did this come to pass?
It was Kain. He slayed the Time Streamer, and in that act, the weave of your torment came undone. By the ticking of mortal clocks, Mobius fell centuries past. But you, adrift in the recursive churn of fate, feel the breaking only now. The endlessness of Mobius's time prison has cast you between the shattered epochs of Nosgoth for millennia. Perhaps you should offer Kain your gratitude for ending this. Ha! His ego may find such flattery agreeable.
Gratitude? No. I may be cut from Mobius's strings, but that does not make the blade my ally. Kain now remains my only chance to reach Matthias. Should he refuse me?
And if he does?
Then I will kill him.
Kain does not succumb to death, child. He bestows it. Proceed carefully.
Not since the age of Janus Ordran have winged vampires walked this land. Strange. A remnant of Vorador's cabal, perhaps. My curiosity has granted you a reprieve from death. For now. Approach.
I have come seeking a favor.
A favor? How tedious. You tread dangerous ground with your presumption.
Not presumption, Lord Kain. Desperation.
What is the source of this desperation?
The desire to right a wrong.
Swords and teeth are sufficient enough for that.
It is said you have the power to weave time's tapestry according to your whims.
I'm not Mobius. The threads of fate are delicate, but go on, I'm intrigued. For the moment.
Long ago, a Sarafan killed my lover. I would see him restored.
You would do better to find a new, less pathetic paramour.
I did not come seeking your counsel on matters of the heart.
No, you seek a paradox. That is no small matter. Yet you speak as though you understand the dangers. Tell me, did Vorador send you here? Did he tell you what befell him the first time I dared to re-stitch time's threads?
Let him believe you are one of Vorador's. He won't trust you otherwise.
Yes. Vorador told me.
Did he now? And a rare trust. Was your comprehension of his words just as uncommon?
I understood enough to seek you out.
You've earned a sliver more of my patience. You call time a tapestry. If that is so, then the loom insists on its own great design.
The loom will come along to my way of thinking. Teach me about paradoxes, Kain.
What would you give me in exchange?
Isn't my gratitude enough?
Only fools accept thanks as payment.
Tell him of the tomb of the Sarafan, where your brother lies in eternal slumber. Reveal its location. Plant the seed that he might raise Raziel and the others there to reforge the fallen Sarafan as his servants. Let Nosgoth see that even the hallowed dead bend the knee to Kain.
Why?
It will be a spectacle of his supremacy, and for you, another chance at vengeance.
Do you truly believe he will accept such a bargain?
There is but one way to know.
I will tell you the location of a tomb where Sarafan Inquisitors lie.
What use to me are dust and bones?
Resurrected, they will make powerful servants and magnificent symbols of your strength. Even the mightiest of the Sarafan are subject to your will.
Curious. Tell me then, where is this tomb?
Hiding in plain sight. Surely you have seen it, yet you deemed the interred dead of little consequence. To find it, journey west beyond the pillars, toward the Lake of Tears. Within the canyons, cut into the walls of the cliffs, you'll find the sepulchre. There, your new servants wait.
An intriguing vision. Perhaps I will pursue it.
Now, to your end of this bargain.
You're a persistent one, aren't you? Very well. A paradox is not something I can simply tell you. To grasp its true nature, the threads that both bind time and unravel it, you must first prove yourself worthy. Do you even understand the ground beneath you? The history etched into Nosgoth's bones? So, the spectre stirs from her vigil. I did not summon you, Ariel.
No, Kain. You summon no one. You command or you destroy. But not today. I felt her presence. This one, she trembles the very marrow of Nosgoth. Child, all emerge from their mother's womb carrying the twin scents of promise and failure. It is not often long before one odor predominates. You remain indeterminate, and this has intrigued me. So let us test the weight of your purpose. Let us play a game, you and I. Each of these pillars once bore a guardian, until the circle was shattered. Answer my riddles, and with each truth, I shall tell you what became of them.
Play her game. See where it leads. I'll remain close should the need arise.
Odd. Another voice speaks through your talisman. Yet I hear only the echo, not the words. If we are to proceed, it must fall silent.
I understand. Be still, Kai. I'll call for you when this is done.
As you will. Good luck, Lady of Thornlatch.
The first to fall, his love defiled, logic forsaken in fury wild. Where thought is weapon and madness reigns, what pillar bears the mentalist's chains? Naprapta, my beloved, guardian of the mind pillar. When I was slain, grief shattered his mind, and madness followed. At the first hint of gain, Kain took Naprapta's head without hesitation, quick to kill, as always. The mentalist was the first to fall, and he did not fall alone. She tore the veil twixt realms unseen. Let demons walk where men had been, where space distorts and forms betray. What pillar warps the world this way? Azimuth, guardian of dimension. She opened the veil and welcomed demons into Nosgoth's heart. Kain chose her as his serpentine blade's first taste. One merciless strike, nothing more. To him, her death was merely a step on his path. A knight in chains, his oath betrayed, in fire and steel his penance paid. Where battle burns and peace must bend, what pillar wills the war to end?
Nature births life, yet I give it design. A crownless dominion, both wretched and fine. Brother to all, from the throne to the ditch, I cradle the lowly and silence the rich. I stir ancient dust where the meek once would crawl. No fortress can hold me. I haunt every hall. Perhaps arithmetic suits you better. Try counting to 10.
Malik the Damned, once the guardian of conflict, bound by oath and fire, cursed by Mortanius for an ancient failure. Now his soul is chained to his armor, enslaved for eternity. He wore the wild, a beast in thought. By root and flame his power wrought. Where verdant life and death entwine, what pillar binds this worldly line? Bane, guardian of nature, a force of wilderness and fury. Twisted by Naprapta's insanity, he became something monstrous. Kain called Bane like a rabid beast, as though death were his cure for everything. The mirror cracked, yet none could see the binding thread of destiny. Undying choice, immortal shame. Which pillar holds the world in frame? Balance, my own pillar, my purpose. Stolen from me the moment Mobius set his plan in motion, and Kain refused the sacrifice. He was offered a choice. One life for all of Nosgoth. Kain chose himself. She burned with light no flesh could keep, a waking storm that would not sleep, where power coils and sparks take form. Which pillar births both life and storm?
You spend me to seek me, in dream or in wake. A hunger that stirs with each move that you make. I rise like a flame, I fall.
Jewel. She was ill-suited for the burden she bore. Corrupted like the rest, then struck down by Kain, of course. He never considered what it meant to slay, only that it was necessary to his mission. He spoke of fate with serpent tongue, a future sold, a past undone, where ages twist and truths are lies. Mobius, the time streamer, a deceiver always. He betrayed the circle, but believed he was serving a greater purpose. And Kain? He danced to Mobius's tune, then killed him for the melody. Time has a cruel sense of irony. He shaped the world with fevered hand, where stone could melt and air could stand. Sculpt the water to look like men, before this fire makes it flow again.
I take on all shape. I'm glad you thirst for blood because you are.
Anacroth, the alchemist. He twisted the elements to his will, sculpting matter as though he were a god. But even gods fall. He raised the lifeless, yet could not rest, a soul enslaved within its flesh, where endings feed what lies beneath. Which pillar crowns the Lord of Sleep? Mortanius, my murderer, and yet not my true enemy. He bore the pillar of death, and in time, death consumed him. He raised Kain, gave him purpose, and set this entire tragedy in motion. And Kain, ungrateful to the last, repaid him with a blade. The cycle ends where it began, in blood and betrayal. You see now, don't you? The cost of bargain struck in darkness. Kain will not guide you. He will use you as he used us all. Still, you answered true. There may yet be hope in you. Go carefully, child.
I've completed Ariel's game. Now give me what I came for.
The true riddle begins to stir behind those eyes. A paradox. Fledgling is not a law. It is the defiance of one. A fracture where truth and lie walk hand in hand. I've seen such wounds open in the fabric of time. I do not understand them, but I suspect more than I should.
A fracture? One where Matthias might yet live? Tell me how to break time, as you once did.
When I struck down William the Just centuries ago, his blade clashed with mine. The same blade, across time, past and present, colliding in one impossible moment. The paradox was born not from movement, but from overlap. Two truths, mutually exclusive, yet momentarily the same.
Another riddle. If I could travel through time, I wouldn't need a paradox at all.
Your thoughts crawl where they should fly. A paradox is not conjured by motion alone. It need not arrive draped in the trappings of the future. The present drags the past behind it like a shadow. Remain still long enough, and time itself may rise to confront you, unbidden.
Always these half-truths. What is it you see, Kain? What lies beneath your suspicions? Why should I trust a word you say?
You shouldn't, yet here you are.
What are you doing?
Curious. I meant to strike you down, but the Reaver, it refused.
You really are the tyrant your reputation promised.
Tyrant? Champion? Those are words for poets. I seek only what serves Nosgoth, and to achieve that, I do what must be done. You may be bound to my fate in ways neither of us yet grasp.
This bargain is hollow. I endured your trials, your posturing, your riddles, and all I receive is an attempted execution. I've earned more than this.
You want payment? Then take it.
You would give it to me?
Let us see what happens.
I don't understand. It calls to me, but there's something else. Something is screaming inside me. I can't take it.
Fascinating. A pity, but not a failure. You've seen more tonight than most glimpse in a lifetime, and yet the shape of it all still eludes you. We will meet again, that much I'm sure. If time still bows to fate, it will choose the hour when you see a paradox for what it truly is. Until then, I have Sarafan to raise from their graves.
Bleed, beast, and be forgotten! Judgment comes for the damned! Judgment comes for the damned! with my blade! Northgoth of this plague! Victus! to be done with it! No! No! Purge the night of this filth! 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 The night of this filth!
Your blood now serves a greater purpose. In their arrogance, the Sarafan carved sermons for vampires on the walls of their crypt. Reject the bitter darkness of my thirst. Hear me, pathetic ghosts. An implacable enemy has come into your midst, and I shall defile every pretty sentiment you cling to in death. In another quaint bit of preaching. Deluded Sarafan fools. The last thing Lord Mobius said was for my ears, before I removed his head. More of this grotesque sound. He sounds like someone I might resurrect just for the pleasure of killing afresh. Thanks to the boasting of some pathetic mason, I believe I have found the Sarafan corpses I will raise and repurpose. Some arcane construct left behind as a last desperate defender of the tomb. Victus! Here sleep the Seraphans' mightiest champions, and still they cling to mortality, blind to time's true face. A mongrel cur, skulking through every shadow, gnashing endlessly at the leash of its master, Mobius. But you, Inquisitors, I offer deliverance. Raziel, I will conjure your spirit back from the void that harbors it, and your name will scour the tongues of mortals, spoken only in fear. You will be my firstborn. Steel yourself as I rend you from the womb of death. Brother in wrath, brother in thirst, I submit my flesh to your sting. Bite to the quick now, and discover the rich wellspring within me. Now to collect my bounty, a flow of rubies in a bejeweled cup. My blood, suffused with ancient power, awakens the dead and binds them to my will. I resurrect you with this vampiric gift and baptize you in the essence of my very soul. Rise, Raziel, my firstborn. Rise and serve.
Centuries slipped by, and my lord's empire decayed. My brothers and I remained loyal to Kain, even as Nosgoth withered beneath his corruption. This is the keep of Raziel, first lieutenant of Emperor Kain. Why have you trespassed here, vampire?
I am a Lelith, Look upon my face. Do you find no sense of the familiar? No memory of our shared blood?
What blood could I share with you? I am a son of Kain.
You have been fathered many times over, Raziel. Kain sired you from ash and dust. Is there no recollection of what came before?
A millennium passed. Its echoes hold no meaning for me.
What if I could reveal the secrets of those years, and lay them bare like they were only yesterday? Will you look upon the face of your human father? Our human father?
I have no sister vampire, only brothers.
This amulet partakes in Hilden magic. It shows truths, Raziel.
A pretty trinket, charlatan. But I will look. My eyes never turn from amusement.
Our hearts were light, Raziel. Innocence is a paradoxical weight. A heaviness realized only after it is gone. Admit you recognize yourself.
I do. But who is the other boy?
Matthias, whom we cherished as a second brother. He would become my world. See yourself as the kind and nurturing boy you were, Raziel. That raven, is it familiar to you?
I take little notice of winged creatures.
Perhaps awareness will make you more observant. You found the injured raven in the woods, and pledged to see it fly again. Your devotion was rewarded. The raven healed and took flight. For 3 days, you lingered, expecting it to return. Callously, I mocked your expectation. But then... your faith was rewarded. The raven returned to you, bearing this gift. Unknown to either of us at the time, this was no mere bird. It has always been present in our lives, always watching, and sometimes leading. It is the minion of Kaisetsik. One evening, years later, Kain and a tribe of vampires descended upon our village. You and Matthias were so valiant in our defense. We were separated. I found Matthias wounded, with a hideous creature crouched over him. It was ancient beyond reckoning, driven by a primordial hunger, and cursed with a touch that unmade flesh and soul alike. The change came upon him in an instant, but he was dying. I drew my blade, split my own palm, and offered the blood to his lips. That is how you found us. Without questioning, without hearing my pleas, you slew Matthias and decapitated my right hand, as one would cut out envenomed flesh to stop the spread of infection.
I see it did not work.
Quite the opposite, brother. It sped a far more lethal venom into my heart. A pure hatred of you, as our paths seemed to fork in a manner that could never reconverge. But I've learned time insists on circles, even when the mind apprehends only straight lines. Though you maimed me, my transformation was not stymied. As the vampiric alteration came over me, the raven guided me to a place unshackled by time. The misty woods of Kaisetsik. A being, part human and part Hilden, whose human soul suffered torment in the demon realm. I agreed to rescue his soul, but not before achieving my goal of restoring Matthias. Through Hilden's sorcery, Kai fashioned me a new right hand for my quest. And something even more precious.
What?
I will reveal it when you are ready.
Then tell me, sister, what was my path?
You became a Sarafan Inquisitor.
Ha! Such an absurd falsehood.
See for yourself, brother. Do you recognize those faces?
Turel, Dumas, Melchiah. Impossible. Kain would not cull his greatest lieutenants from his fiercest adversaries.
The thought wasn't his. Someone led him to it.
Led by you? Kain would never embrace such delusions.
Perhaps it is the presence of Hilden magic, but I found I have powers of persuasion. Before I sought Kain, I turned to Mobius. My plea fell on deaf ears. He cursed me to drift in the stream of time, never knowing when or where I would emerge next. Only Kai's Wood offered refuge, though even it is a cursed place forsaken by time. Time itself became my adversary. And yet, I pressed on, and Kai aided me as best he could. Denied by Mobius, I pursued Kain, seeking the truths of a temporal paradox. In return, I revealed the hidden crypt of the Sarafan, the tomb where you and the other Inquisitors rested in silence. I spoke of your worth, of the lieutenants you could become. In that act, I shaped your rebirth. In a way, I am both your sister and your mother.
You did all of this to humiliate a memory?
I learned that only one relic, the Heart of Darkness, holds the power to restore life to a vampire. To Matthias, Janos Audron guarded it. Look upon yourself, brother. Witness the darkest stain upon your soul. You slew Janos Audron and took the heart. Now, you must give it to me. With it, I shall confront Kain once more and force him to create a paradox. Then, I shall wield the heart myself and bring Matthias back from the grave.